Personally, I believe that every failure provides with it a lesson and an opportunity to grow and to develop. But for these lessons and these failures to become later advantageous, a man must be either willing to learn from his own mistakes or able to recognize and learn from the mistakes of those that have come before him. And when we think about it, most of what we were taught as young boys was delivered by either parental figures or adults in positions of responsibilities, teachers or coaches or people that had direct influence over us. And rightly or wrongly, it's likely that what they taught us is what they themselves were taught. And one of the things seemingly that all boys learn is this moral code of what it means to be a man. Most of this moral code tends to center around teaching us what to do and what to think. As an example, we're taught to be good and to fit in. We're taught to aspire to tick all of life's boxes, and then one day we can be happy and we can retire. And whilst I don't necessarily blame anyone for this, I do, however, believe that as a gender and as a generation, men in their 30s and 40s have a responsibility of preparing those that will transcend us to do better than we have done. In no particular order, here are 7 lessons I believe that men would do well to practice and to pass on to future generations. Number 1 is to trust your gut. Don't get caught up or lost in your thoughts. Instead, trust what feels right. Let your gut do its job and lead you forward. Number 2 is that when things go wrong, don't go with them. In life, it's inevitable. You're going to experience difficulties. When you do, how you respond and how you react is likely to determine the outcome that you experience. Number 3 is to coin the phrase, feel the fear and do it anyway. You're going to feel fear. When you do, explore it. Don't let the fear of future events appearing real derail you or stop you from pursuing the things that you want. Number 4, actions speak louder than words. We all know that talk is cheap and it's easy. Desired outcomes come from directed effort and deliberate action. So be an action taker. Number 5, friendships matter. No matter what, be it work or relationships, never let go of or be too busy to be available for those people which you call your friends. Number 6 is an important one to me. Start with the end in mind. Anything worth doing or having is going to require a plan. It's going to take time to achieve, and you're going to have to demonstrate commitment and consistency. If you want something, then be resilient and persevere. Number 7, one that I believe is important for current and future masculinity, is that it's not weak to speak. Contrary to what other boys and men believe, silence is quite frankly stupid. Be open, express yourself, ask for help, because ultimately what these lessons are about is that ensuring that the blueprint for masculine success, that which men of our generation pass on to our sons, is fit for purpose, in that it enables them to live happy and healthy and successful lives. Because what I'm really talking about here is legacy. And perhaps the best thing that we can do for our children, instead of trying to educate them on how to fit in and what to think, is to teach them to how to stand out and how to get back up when they inevitably fall down. So I'm sure some of these principles will have either resonated or challenged you, but which ones do you have an opinion on? Or if I've missed something out here that you think is important, then share it below. Engage with this post. Let's see what other men are thinking and feeling is important that we pass on to future generations.